Hello there. Hello, Mr. Bannon. This is Castle. And I'm here because I want to speak out what Twitter has done to the whistleblower movement. Just within 24 hours, Twitter has been taking down a lot of massive whistleblower movement Twitter accounts, and in which of them we have a whistleblower about the Wuhan P4 labs. We have been exposing about the Dr. Yan's report. We have been talking about the corrupt families in the United States, and that's why the Twitter is afraid of the truth, and they shut a lot of us down. Mr. Bannon?
I noticed, Castle, this really picked up, and the shutdowns really came when you started sharing New York Post stories, all the stories in the United States from news sources. When the whistleblower movement started sharing this among Chinese, all of a sudden you got shut down. Do you think it's any correlation between passing information on about the Biden situation and being shut down?
I think there is. Yes, I think there is. There's a lot of reasons that Twitter shut down our accounts, but in this such large scale of shutting down our accounts is not normal. We still remember the last time that Twitter shut a lot of us down. It was 31st May of 2019. There were at least 20,000 Twitter suspended without any reason, which including my own, just only because the CCP wanted to cover up what they had planned to do to Hong Kong later on June. And we called that May 31st, the hashtag Twitter massacre, which all of those hashtags are censored, disappeared now. But the real massacre happened next in real world in Hong Kong. And back to today, nowadays, that after suspended, censored so many Twitter accounts just today, what happens tomorrow? I can only hope that it won't be worse than CCP did in Hong Kong yesterday. Mr. Bannon?
Last question, Castle. I know one of the things we talk about all the time is the firewall that American technology working with the CCP has to keep the truth from getting to mainland China. Do you believe today that you see out in the West was supposed to be the First Amendment and freedom of speech? Do you see a firewall being created between Twitter, Facebook, Google, these other oligarchs in Silicon Valley to suppress the free speech of men and women like yourself?
Yes, exactly. What Twitter is doing today is essentially the exact same way how the Ministry of Truth worked out, like the novel 1984 by George Orwell. And who is going to check your Twitter followers? Who is going to check your Twitter published months ago? People don't do so, but Twitter just shadow censors them in an discovered way that you never know. So, Twitter just good at shadow censoring, and they made it all unknowingly that even sometimes I don't even know myself. Maybe did my memory goes wrong? And this is everything taking place right now. That Twitter thinks that taking down all the our accounts, all the tweets that things would pretend to be never happened.